everybody, it's Rydo, and we are back to another recording session of Hearthstone. So let us begin. We've got 3 quests we need to win, 5 games between Druid or Rogue. We need to win 5 Tavern Brawls, which I'm really disliking this. I'm not sure if I can continuously keep these, even though they are 60 gold. And then win 3 games with Priest. Did the amount of gold we win get knocked up? I think it might have. Anyway, so fortunately we can do a Druid or Rogue deck in this Tavern Brawl. It's raining mana. You start off with 1 mana, then you get 3, then 5, then 7, then assumedly 10. So, Druid, I suppose. We need, well, actually Druid would be a strange one to be playing mana crystals on, because it itself could have more mana crystals, wouldn't it? Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know I could do this. Well, gee, that's gonna... I didn't know it would just auto-build a deck for me. Let's see, edit, delete, go back to Rogue. So yeah, let's just let it build a deck. For us, why not? That will save an incredible amount of time. It seems like there's no real selection here, but let's just do that. Let's just try that. We could certainly have spent 5 to 20 minutes building a deck, but if it will do it automatically, let's try. Here at the bottom it says winning multiple games in Tavern Brawl doesn't award additional packs. It's just for fun. That is true unless you have a quest that says unless you have a system, a quest that says you have to win 5 of them.
Watch your back.
So the new pop-up on Hearthstone Deck Tracker is a little annoying for a recorder, because when it does something like this, it says wrong deck detected, and then I have to just click the button saying keep it, whatever, that's fine.
Job's done.
I could say use no deck, and that would work definitely, but then when you say use no deck, it doesn't continue doing it. Alright. It's popping it up now every single time. They must have updated this thing and it's acting a little buggy. Okay, fine. Just use no deck. That'll change it significantly. In fact, I just messed up the settings for the OBS recording software.
I wonder.
Because I didn't have the player overlay up and on top of the screen when I went into the settings, and when you do that you just lose all the settings in it, but you have to go into the settings anyways to make sure it's still working.
The gates are open.
It's weird. Definitely weird. Let's see. This. And then this. And then this. And then end the turn.
Pandaria will be ours.
I want to kill this, so I will want to do that. Let's see. This. Destroy a minion, draw 2 cards. I'll take that. And then I will play this.
This guy's toast.
Fire!
Then I will end the turn. There we go. That'll work fine. Wow, why would he play that? Oh, to heal that. Okay, that makes sense. So I should be at 9 this turn. Definitely makes for a different situation.
Join or die, or both.
Alright. Attack here.
Here we go.
Attack here. Attack here.
Lights out.
Like I need cut purse in this situation.
I smell blood.
Job's done.
In the turn, I think I've got this turned around here.
The gates are open.
Really have a terrible
What you got there?
deck here.
Come close and listen.
Here we go.
But I don't think it's gonna matter.
First kill.
Job's done.
In turn. So this will summon 6 damage here. So I can pretty much pull this off. Even with that, I can probably still pull it off. Even with that, I can probably still pull it
Shields
off.
up.
There you go, we play this. Oh man, I messed up. We'll take this. So I didn't have enough space for the third one to show up.
But dead.
I concede.
Doesn't matter, he concedes. That's all that matters. So we earn a pack, and we have our 1 victory. Let's just keep brawling with this terrible deck. And my Hearthstone deck tracker empties it itself out. Again, I assume it's because it just assumes that this might be random decks I'm playing each time. I wonder if the new pop-up really is just to address the people that aren't catching on to the part that they need to set up a deck. And that is the real work of the Hearthstone deck tracker. It takes a while to, even if you import it, to go in there and adjust what its auto import got wrong. And I think people expect it just to immediately know everything in the deck, and honestly I think I expect that too, but ooh, I was disconnected from the Hearthstone game service. Why was I disconnected? Schedule maintenance. No, not right now. The part of their launcher is
See ya again.
has this problem too, where it's definitely always talking about a scheduled maintenance, so you don't know when the real things are going to happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. I'm not uploading anything right now. I started working on Deus Ex Human Revolution, and definitely some surprising things right off the bat with it. Like, I did not realize how old it looks, and I'm playing the director's cut, which has been up-resed in the graphics everywhere except for the cutscenes. I didn't really realize how it is kind of a small first area, and then on top of all of those things, there is at the very beginning of the game, well, not the very beginning, because there's a tutorial thing. So it's a little spoilery, but suffice it to say, after the first attack, you are given the opportunity to walk around your office, but you're supposed to get to the helipad as soon as possible. And if you actually do walk around the office like you would in any other game, just assuming, oh, the level won't start or nothing will happen until I get there and actually start the level. Well, actually it does, though. And it's irritating because the game punishes you for being a thorough player. And you really get characters killed. They don't really matter, but you get people killed just by being thorough and looking around the game. Let's see. Do you want to kill this guy? I guess I do.
Here we go.
Playing a mage. It's raining mana. It's gonna be pretty good for them. And then it also punishes you in spots if you ask for a reward. The characters go, I can't believe you're asking for a reward. You're blackmailing me because I'm asking you a favor. And I'm like, I've been trained in games to ask for rewards. Every single game I've ever played, you want to negotiate and ask that. So it's really breaks traditional gameplay mechanics and doesn't make it clear or apparent that that's what's going to happen. And there's definitely a situation where I thought I was doing the right thing to keep somebody alive, and it was actually no, just one choice, and it got her totally killed. Which I don't really appreciate that. I should have put a new weapon on before I turn this.
Fire!
Just kill this guy.
Here we go.
Job done.
I think that was the right move. With this raining mana, having that guy out there, he could potentially do a lot of spells. Let's see, this guy.
Here we go.
I don't think I'm gonna win this one. But besides those regular complaints about the human revolution, I am having fun with it. I'm not miserable about it, and it does have a commentary mode, and there is a new game plus mode with the director's cut, which I'm not sure was in existence in the original game. So I can totally see if I have all of the augments unlocked and I am a super powerful guy. Let's see. I could totally see that. Turning around and having me play the game twice. Not right next to each other, though. I'm not gonna do Human Revolution and then run through it again and do the director's commentary. I will wait and then go back. There are definitely some achievements on it that I went and looked at the global statistics, like killing nobody in the game, less than 3% of the players who played the game got that achievement. Setting off no alarms whatsoever, less than 2% of the players got that achievement. So those are obviously incredibly close to impossible things to do. And I can totally believe that, because even in playing the game, it makes no sense why I'm alarming some people. They seem to get alarmed for no reason whatsoever. That it because the system is too realistic, I think. Honestly, it's probably very realistic, because in the real world, you can't just sneak around and crouch behind a desk and have your head still popping up on the top and people not notice. People's peripheral vision is very good about noticing any movement whatsoever or anything being slightly off.
Job's done.
So, yeah, but it seems like if you are standing up anywhere, if you're not crouched and hugging the side of something and walking slowly and like not making a noise. I alarmed somebody by picking up a cardboard box and putting it down. That made enough sound that alarmed somebody. And it's way too realistic. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll just end the turn right there. So, not setting off any alarms or alarming anybody is close to impossible. I'd get to the point where I'd say let's just hack it. Maybe on the new game plus, after you have the augments that silences your walk, perhaps then. There we go. So pretty much know what they're gonna do here. It would be very silly if you didn't take this guy and kill this guy, or in some other way kill this guy. So the unforeseen consequences in general are the worst parts of the game. But overall, I'm having enough fun. It seems what's really strange, and it's something I will have to definitely consistently be confronting, is there is a level of there's a level of quality in video graphics that is right in between the generations that looks the worst. When you're talking Super Mario Brothers, that's such an old level of graphics. We think of it as retro, the 8-bit artistic style. Well, it wasn't an artistic style, no. It was the maximum that the hardware could produce. So that's not really an artistic style. Draw a card and deal damage equal to its cost. To this guy, okay? Okay, that didn't work very well.
I smell blood.
So, but old games and their artistic styles, people are willing to forgive it. But when you start getting into what was mid to late Xbox 360 release time, or even kind of Xbox One,
Reporting for duty.
Perfect Dark was one of the very first 360 games that would be released, I believe. You go back and look at it, and there's just close to no polygons. GoldenEye is a good example of that too. There's an early 3D game where they tried it, but they could only get so far, and lots of people love GoldenEye. I loved GoldenEye when it came out too, but if you go back and look at it now, it's barely a dice. Heads are like cubes of an 8-sided dice. They're not. There's no textures there. There's there's textures actually, but there's no polygons there because the hardware just couldn't handle the thousands and thousands of polygons that are used and just automatically generated with our modern 3D modeling software. And then you look at the hair, and the hair in Human Revolution is just a stagnant piece. It's a 3D modeled piece of hair, as if all your hair was glued down, because we hadn't even started to hope to think we could have hair effects, and now that's mostly what we're all focused on. Let's see.
One shot.
Do 1 damage here. Bring this one out. You might as well play the key in this trick. Play the coin right at the beginning, because you're gonna have 3 by the second turn, and by about the 5th turn you're gonna be completely done. It's like, bring this guy out. We'll bring him out anyways. I don't like this brawl very much. One is because, part of that's because I just randomly picked a deck. I could have thought this through and done better. But part of it also is definitely a situation where, let's see. I just think it's a silly concept.
Cha-ching!
There we go. So this guy will be able to kill this guy. They'll kill each other.
Magic detected.
Let's see. This. Then this. Alright, that worked. Got lucky.
Here we go.
Got real lucky with that one. Having more mana really just draws you out of cards. You have to have really good cards, really sticky cards. That's a new concept I've heard, is that you want a sticky character, one that will stay around past his first turn or so.
Come close and listen.
Now I have all of my guys on deck. turn. I should have hit the face. Wasn't paying enough attention. So, as I'm playing Human Revolution, I am definitely thinking about how it doesn't line up with the fall, which was supposed to happen before it. There's considerably less people with augments in Human Revolution, even though it's supposed to be set after that. It is set in a different area, so maybe in Panama everybody does have augments, and Detroit not very many people do. But the augments also don't feel like they are super super technological, but they might actually be more technological. The main bad guys in the fall immediately show up in Human Revolution, which means that even since they made the fall after Human Revolution, they picked bad guys that they could not effectively defeat. I would have sworn that you would have taken out the tyrants, the bad guys, throughout the fall. Had they continued the fall, you would have fought each one of those as a boss fight. But since the timeline, it's a prequel to the Human Revolution, and that every single one of the tyrants show up in Human Revolution, then you could have never defeated them in the fall, which just means you've picked the wrong people to be the bad guys. And that story wasn't explained well enough.
Here we go.
Go ahead and kill that.
Job's done.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this.
A new acquisition.
And what I probably should do is I should show what I'm gonna do in the first episode. If this was the same situation, I should have said, well, I need to build a deck to show what I'm gonna do. And then I should have taken that deck
Here we go.
and I did that on purpose. Well, I'll just show you what I'm thinking about, right, since we're here. I should have said, okay, here's the quest. Here's the quest here. We have to win 5 tavern brawls, and I'm gonna do it with the rogue, and I'm gonna build a rogue deck, and then we will play those tavern brawls. And then I should have gone and done 3 games with the priest. That would have made so much sense. Then I would have ended the episode, built the tech, spent some time off screen building the deck. Then I would have come back and said, alright, here's the deck I built already. Because you don't really need to watch me build a deck. That's not really good footage. It's just gonna be me looking at cards, and unless I'm gonna make an actual deck rebuild that I actually put some thought into, I don't think that's what I should do. So yeah, let's play one more Tavern Brawl, and then I'm gonna end this episode. So even if we win, I'm not gonna win enough. I think what I probably will do for this case is go build a deck, play it, win up to 4 victories, and then we can come back next episode and hopefully get 1 more victory, and then get the 3 victories for the priest. More and more I am getting to the point where I don't want to do
Your back.
3 episodes for every 3 days, which is a problem. It's definitely a problem. I can't maintain that method forever. I do need 3 episodes per 3 days. Because I use 5 episodes per week. The numbers don't add up terribly well. But I also get quests that are like watch and learn, and I certainly can't do anything about the watch and learn quests. There's literally no point in you watching me watch someone else play. I'm not gonna make hugely great commentary on that.
Job's done.
Yeah, I think this will work pretty good. If he can't kill this guy, I'll summon this, then summon this after I attack with this. So attack, summon weapon, summon guy. Nope. Darn the luck. Okay, so this, and then this, and then attack.
Here
and then
we
attack,
go.
and then end the turn. Next turn's gonna be 5, so I'll probably summon this, and then do this one. I guess that makes more sense. It gets a character out where this just does 2 damage.
I've got a huge gun.
Okay. Summon this, play this, kill this guy,
Toast.
Here
attack
we
the
go.
face. Next turn's gonna be 7, so I'll probably do this and this.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Let's. So 7. I could do this. No. We'll do this and this. And we'll do that so that guy dies.
Here
If he
we go.
attacks here.
Job's done.
In the turn. Yeah, it works. After Human Revolution is recorded, I am definitely going to reevaluate how far ahead I am. I have more motivation to do Borderlands, try and squeeze that in somewhere. I probably messed up on Human Revolution a little bit doing 30-minute episodes on it. On Borderlands in particular, that is definitely going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours an episode. Super long games, which Borderlands not doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. Now, that's not really what I was thinking originally. Originally, I was thinking doing every single mission separate. And maybe I still will do that, but maybe I'll do it in a way that Borderlands will just be released as it comes out. Maybe we'll release it on Saturdays only. It would definitely give me something to put on Saturdays. Let's see. Battlecry, deal 1 damage.
Locked and loaded.
Come close and listen.
Here we go.
Job's done.
Yeah, so maybe I will. I'll do a specific one specific mission every recording, but then have multiple recordings come out. It may be something along the line of, I'll have to see, it might be at noon on Saturday, and the episode comes out then once every hour. Or it might be very well at 6 a.m. Central Time, it starts coming out 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just full-on missions like that. They may not be even 30-minute episodes though if I release everything as its own quest. But I want to definitely try to do some search engine optimization. That's what SEO means, if you ever hear that phrase. Try and be very accurate about what the videos are in the title so that people will find it. Speaking of being accurate in the title, I did notice that looking at the new YouTube gaming portal thing, which I think is probably the best thing to call it, is a gaming portal. Let's see.
Fire!
Here we go.
Job's done.
It automatically labels games what it thinks they are, but it's not 100% accurate. I would say I probably looked at 100 videos and 98 of them were accurately labeled or not labeled at all, which I will grant as a success for its automatic engine, because at the very least it wasn't wrong. But there were a couple, like episode 2 of my Walking Dead series. So it's Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 2. Got labeled as Half-Life Episode 2. And there really wasn't a reason why that it would be labeled that.
For the Lich King!
I'm about to lose again. But then Episode 3 of Episode 2, Recording 3 versus Recording 2 of Walking Dead, got properly labeled as Walking Dead. So right next to it, one was labeled right, and then the other wasn't, because I assume that the game is just, the engine is just assuming that Half-Life Episode 2 is so much more popular that when it sees that key phrase, it's gonna override that in its algorithm. I hope, I highly suspect it won't be the case, but I hope that there will be some back-end optimizations for the things that are in the algorithm right now, so that I could label games as specific games. Because right now I can't label anything as a specific game. Well, I'm gonna lose either way, so let's attempt to.
Here we go.
Yeah, I wouldn't have won even if I had been able to attack with this guy. If I could label things as specific games, if I could start to say, these are my recording numbers here, if I could start to categorize any of my videos in any way, put them in folders, filter things out, it is right now just a huge mess, and I am not sure how it doesn't grow into teams of people needing to go through the videos of the video manager, because it's just such a horrible mess. Right now I am 10 pages behind on videos that haven't been aired. So anywhere from page 1, and each page holds about 30 videos, to page 10, 300 videos, are all up for grabs as to maybe I need to go back and check on them, maybe I need to go label them or put them in a playlist or categorize them or do something with them. And there's just no way to filter that down properly. You can search, definitely, but since the search only gives you 30 results per page, it's not super helpful either. So I'm hoping that YouTube gaming grows and is more than it actually is, because right now it's not much anything. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Let's go ahead and open this pack and just see what cards we get as a reward. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Nah, I'm not going to end it yet. Just kidding. We'll show what this card is. There it is. Alright. We're growing out our collection pretty well. It's gotten a lot bigger than I suspected it would be. Now I'm done. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.